Hurricanes Ian and Fiona left devastation behind for the people of Florida and Puerto Rico, and also thousands of pets which no longer have a home.
As shelters flooded, some of those animals were sent to Maine to make room for a new influx of rescues. Today, I met a few of those animals now up for adoption at the Animal Refuge League of Greater Portland. The winds kicking up in Westbrook are no match for what Millie and her siblings have already lived through. Hurricane Fiona hit Puerto Rico nearly a month ago. There are still thousands there without power.
The foster homes where these animals are living are impacted, right? So they work with the local airlines to send as many dogs in their care as possible to shelters on the East Coast.
The Animal Refuge League of Greater Portland has partnerships with rescues all over the country, including Al Sado Rescue in Puerto Rico, which is where Millie and her siblings arrived from on Monday.
After Maria, we traveled to Puerto Rico to help on the ground, and it's heartbreaking to see, the dogs running free on the streets and they don't have a home to love them and care for them like they do here in Maine.
Their shelters have learned a lot from Maria, and when they saw the amount of rain Fiona would bring, rescuers like Marta Delgado quickly got to work.
I know of several shelters that flooded like up to 5-6 feet. Some of them could get drawn, and little puppies cannot be saved. So we did the best that we could.
The best they could while their own homes were getting flooded. Delgado went 11 days without power.
For us, it's hard when we know that we cannot do more. We want to save all of them, but we know we can't. So it's hard. It's very hard.
Which is where partnerships with refuge leagues along the East Coast have been helpful. Although once Ian rolled into Florida, the need only grew.
This week we welcomed 40 cats and kittens from Florida. So that partnership, those cats came from a shelter that wasn't directly impacted, but they're making room to help the Florida shelters that were. So it really is sort of this network of shelters helping each other to meet the needs of the animals.
And that network is busy as rescue efforts continue down south. More animals will make their way to Maine shelters. The Animal Refuge League is always looking for new foster homes. If you're willing to help care for some of these pets while they wait for their adoption, you can reach out to this shelter. And they'll have a lot more kittens available next week too. But all of those guys are still up for adoption.
Cute. She was sending me some.
I was trying to convince him on Lily.
Very adorable. I'm sure they'll find a great home. Guys.